Hello and welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. It is Monday, February 24th, 2020. How are you doing this morning? Did you have a good weekend? I had an okay weekend. It was all right. I mean, nothing to write home about. Yeah, it was a good weekend. I think we may have some technical difficulties this morning. I have a guest. His name is Deconverted Man, or he goes by Deconverted Man. He has the Deconverted Man channel on the YouTubes. And somehow a couple of weeks ago, we briefly talked in one of my comments, and he mentioned he was a YouTube creator. You know how I enjoy helping out fellow YouTube creators and trying to get on here. So I kind of looked and saw, yeah, he's got some YouTube stuff, and I invited him on and then did all that in email. And then last night I went to build the show, and I realized that in the email, I was looking back to see his bio, and I realized that he thinks it starts at 7 in the a.m. So I sent him an email going, he starts at 6, so you ought to be here at 6. So I haven't heard back from him, so it may just be me today. So good morning, everybody. Let me say hi to everybody. Randy is here. Randy's here. All right, remember, we got this whole no glasses thing, right? So good morning, Nerdy Rodent, Critical Cripple, Mike. How's my buddy Mike doing? I got this buddy. His name is Mike. He is awesome. Mike, he's got a YouTube channel too. It's called You Matter, and it's over there. It's kind of a motivational thing, and he has been motivated for this past year, and he's been doing a lot of good works. I really got to talk him up because I don't want to say anything about what it is. It's important. It's good for Mike. And so if you get the chance, I don't have any links up for my buddy Mike because I'm a bad man, I'm a bad friend. Anyway, I'll put some links. If you get the chance, go watch him. He's new, very new, starting out. You know how it is when we're starting out. But he's had a good year. He's going to make a special announcement soon. I'm excited for him. So hello, Mike. So good morning, everybody. Let me get my rose in a duck real quick. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Because I thought there was going to be other folk here. And so it's my fault. I think it's my fault. It's not my fault. I said 6 the first time. So our guest may be late this morning. So and you know what? If we missed each other and he shows up at 10 to 7, we'll ride that for 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'll get him back on the show because just because we swing and a miss here. So anyway, did I shout out everybody? Dave, Guild of Reasons here, Nerdy Rodent. Oh, I stopped at Mike. Mike, Junk Shop Library is here. Good morning, Junk Shop. It's early. Remember Sammy Jenkins? Howdy. Hi, Sammy. How you doing? Old Man Dan is here. This is tasty and delicious stuff. I made it myself. Let's see if I miss. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Peter was here. Peter, I don't know if he's still here or not. Yeah, so lots of folks here. I'm waiting for Mathpig because Mathpig usually shows up sometime and starts some trouble. I need to get my banners up. My blame Mathpig banner. I do this live stream so often. I'm kind of not used to seeing just my big head there on the screen. There's supposed to be somebody else there. All right, so let me do this. I want to tell you guys, I got some stuff to talk about, though. Just because my guest, we kind of missed each other, does not mean I don't have stuff to talk about. I can sit here and ramble. Because I got rambling. I got some importante rambling to do, actually, in fact, as a matter of fact. So peep this, my homies. First of all, I talked about the guest. Second of all, I don't know if YouTube and Facebook do the same thing. They kind of have the same, even though you don't really know it. Some people, I didn't know, but YouTube or Facebook has its own video library, and you go create your own video library. Well, this whole time I've been streaming. I've been streaming to Facebook and YouTube. Now, I've had Facebook a lot longer than I had YouTube, and just happenstance, but I was doing it wrong. I had my account. I wasn't building a page. I had a page, but I wasn't building it, blah, 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 blah. I figured all that out very, very recently, and I am this close to being monetized on Facebook, which means, I make like 35 cents a month on the current amount of content that I have. But over time, that'll be something. It's just a milestone. I've been working so hard to get to the 1K on YouTube, not because monetization is going to flood me with cash, but it's a step. It's a milestone that you reach. And then, of course, you do get things that really does help. So I guess about a week and a half ago, I just kind of was checking on my Facebook because, I just stream to it. I don't pay any attention to the videos. I don't watch the traffic. I don't check the analytics. And I just happened to look at it and I'm like, wow, looky there. So I've spent the last couple of days and I'll probably be monetized on Facebook by Wednesday or Thursday if I keep going. If things keep going the way they're going. So if you're not with me on Facebook, shoot over to my Facebook. Give me a like on my Facebook page. El Page O'Day Facebook. You know what? I bet I don't even have links down in the bottom because all the links have been something else. Anyway, so that was good. I mean, wow, look at that. That's cool. Moving up in the world. I'm gonna be a grown up someday. No longer a junior birdman. So let's see. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Sometimes I write down notes and I can't read them. This is one of those times. Anyway, so something else I want to talk about is the American Atheist. Tomorrow we're going to have an American Atheist. I believe he's from Tennessee. Let me put his stuff up here. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum. Oh, it's already up there. Ha! Look at there. Put his stuff up there. So Johnny Pike is from American Atheist. He's going to be here tomorrow, and we're going to talk about something that's going on. Well, actually, there's a lot going on tomorrow. We got a 2-hour show tomorrow. The first hour is going to be Blue Collar Heathen. He's going to come on. We're going to talk, and that's going to be fun. The second hour of the show is going to be American Atheist, and it's going to be this. I believe it's Tennessee. Johnny, if I'm wrong, sorry. If you're watching, they're never watching when I say that. So if I say that, never watch. But so he's going to be on, and there's this thing going on in Tennessee. There's this bill they're trying to pass. I really need to catch up on it before he comes on the show, but it's an anti-trans law. They're trying to make it to where people can deny medical treatment to anybody because of blah 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 blah, because of their religious nutbaggery. So he's going to come on, and we're going to try to get some shine light on that. And then Wednesday, I'm going to actually have Nick Fish. He's going to be on the show. The second half of Wednesday is also going to be a 2-hour show. And on the second half of that hour, we'll have Nick Fish from the American Atheist. The president, El Presidente, the president of American Atheist, will be here upon my show with me. That is going to be awesome. I'm powerfully excited about that. Let me get some chat up here, guys. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that's good about the thing. Yeah. Neil is here. Good morning, Neil. Hey, Neil. How you doing, buddy? And Vandalia. Good morning. Hey, it's awful early for you, isn't it? What are you doing up? What are you doing up? Did you get up early just to look at my pretty face? Yeah, so there's that. I'm really excited about having Nick Fish. We've been doing these videos with the don't tell me, American Atheists. I've had them coming on the show, and we've been threatening to get me involved with them and stuff like that. So yeah, Nick Fish, he's going to be here Monday. Yeah, and Monday, let me pull up my calendario. I believe it's the 2nd of March. So a week from today. Wow, it's a week from today. A week from today, Monday, Damian Marie Adhope is going to be on my show. So I'm sure everybody here is familiar with him as well. He's going to be on, and then if all goes well, I'm going to contact her again today and reach out to her and make sure that Marie Delafont will still be willing to guest host with us next week. If she'll be guest hosting with us next week, that means next week I'll have Marie Delafont as a guest host and Damian Marie Adhope as a special guest on Monday, and that will be awesome. That'll be. I'm gonna bust a vessel in my head, and then I'm gonna lightly start sending out my feelers to Aaron Ra. Arn. I know it's Arn Ra. I know it's Arn. It's just my Texas accent. Forgive me, Arn. Anyway, Aaron Ra. I'm gonna send him. I'm not gonna call him Aaron though. Oh, that's just. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, buddy. So yeah, the next week, with any luck, I'll have Damian Marie Adhope and Marie Delafont on Monday. That's gonna be awesome. So let me see what else I got going on. Yes. All right. So, with any luck, oh, you were sick last night. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. That's unfortunate. Yeah, and one of the other things that may be coming on, guest to land. Yeah. See, Neil, if you can help, that'd be awesome. That would be him and let me move this chat over here. Well, I don't know. I can't read it over here. Dave Warnock has been Yeah, Dave has been on the show. Marie Delafont has been on the show. They've been on the show both once, but Marie, whenever she was here, she agreed to come back and guest host. Now, Neil, the ones I'd like to have on the show that if you know, if you can help me out with it, I see it would be Armin Navabi. Did I say that right? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Sorry, Armin. If you're watching, Armin. Armin, damn it. Herman Mehta, I'd like to get him on the show. And then of course Aaron Ra, man, he's those guys. I can't believe I got Damian Maria had yeah, he's the guy. He's gonna be on here too. So that's amazing. I just happened to post in one of his forums and one of his Facebook groups, and he's like, hey, you have a thing, you want to come do stuff? Actually, we're gonna work on a video together. He and I, probably a video series, what we're talking about. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just excited about it. I should keep my mouth shut up. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. So Neil, if you can get Arn, that would be wonderful. Let me see. I'm going to. Okay. Yeah. And then, like I said, Armin Navabi. I'm going to look that up, brother. And the reason why I would like to get him on the show is because this whole time we mostly address Christianity. We don't do a lot of Islam here. And that's right. Why? Why would we? Because, most of our viewers are in Christian countries dealing with Christian-related issues. I'm here in the United States, and we have all kinds of things. I'm getting involved with the AA, and they've got these lobbies and bills and all these things where they're trying to shove the religion down our throat. Muslims aren't doing that here. Not to me. The present danger here is X. And so they're out of mind. We don't really think about them so much. But but they're there. And there's a whole other side of the world that's also got the same thing going on we do. It's just different, probably worse. I don't know. And so to get Armin on would kind of be the beginning of the Daily Atheist Show, starting to kind of shine a light on that area of stuff and things. Let me get this stuff out of the way. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. So now I'm kind of wondering, is Deconverted Man going to show up like 10 to 7? That's going to be funny. I'm going to enjoy that. Yeah, I'm sure Hammett is busy. That's cool. And Armin, Armin. So either one of those. Good morning, Atheist Christian. How are you doing? It's good to have you this morning. Bum, ba-dum, bum. All right, so here we go. If I were a disc jockey, I'd go, and now listening to, and I'd spin up a record, and I'd just kind of sit here and smoke a cigarette till the song was over. Think about what I need to talk about. Well, I want to talk about this. Good morning, Kristen. How are you doing? You're lurking at school. I love lurking at school. That sounded bad. That's not right. I love it when you lurk at school. Good morning. Yeah. So, all right. Yeah. Way to go, Bernie Sanders, huh? What do you guys think about the Bernie Sanders thing? I'm a Bernie supporter. I was a Bernie supporter in 2016. I know that's not how you say that. I was a Bernie supporter back in 2016, and then I voted for Hillary because I'm not a moron in the real election. I say that because I'm opinionated, right? And there's something else. I'm sure there's a lot of ex-Muslims to absolutely. There's a whole world there. And Matt, I'm a man of plans and plots and schemes. As any of you, probably some of you figured out. Anyway, I would like to see a Daily Atheist morning show that comes on maybe like 12 hours from now. And it would be the Daily Atheist morning show for the Middle East. That's what I'd like to see happen. That's why I want to talk to Armin. So I don't know if that's possible, but I'd like to see that happen. So I may not be the person to host it, because I don't know nothing. I don't know, but it would be an educational experience for me. Because for those of you who don't know, good morning, Amiga Nuts. Good morning. For those of you who don't know, I had no idea about Islam until 2001, until the attacks of September 2001. I had no idea about Islam. No idea. Had to go look it up. I was like, hey, there's a whole other religion there. And then I found out that they actually worship the same God, just kind of different like. So now we've got 3 of them. So that was a learning experience for painful learning experience for me. And then, at first, when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, they're all about peace, except for obviously some bad guys, bad actors who did something wrong. And then I went studying this newly found religion, newly found to me. Because at the time I didn't give a damn, until religious people started killing people en masse on national television. And I was like, oh my God. Anyway, so that brought it into light. Right. I realized, and he's all over the place though, right? He travels and stuff like that. But he's from Iran, isn't he? Isn't Armin from Iran? I'm pretty sure. Oh, if he's not, then look at me. Did you see TH or AXP last night? I did not. I have not. I would be willing to. I need to go watch the show perhaps and see what I missed. We were doing the stream Saturday, the first stream 0 for Dungeons and Dragons, and the wife came home and there was something stressful going on in the outside world that kind of took up the rest of my weekend. I was able to get my video worked on partially yesterday. So I have the Evil God Monster of Abraham, episode 8, recorded. I got the audio cut together. I got my jump cuts mostly put together. I want to add a little bit more, but I still got like 6 or 8 hours of editing to do. I'll try to get that done today and drop it this evening. So, but anyway, so there was just crap going on all weekend. I didn't get the chance to participate as much as I normally do. Jay, I was going to actually go watch Jay's stream after my stream, after the D&D stream. We were going to cut it short, but then, like I said, the wife came home and there was outside problems that I didn't get to make any of that stuff. So sorry, Jay, buddy. I didn't get to make your stuff. There was somebody else. It was Math Pig. Math Pig had something going on, and I was going to try to go see it, but I missed it too. Good morning, Ease. How you doing, buddy? Good to have you. Good morning, amigo nuts. All right, my chat's going there. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, thank you all for joining me so far. I had a guest. For those of you who are just showing up, I had a guest. And there was some miscommunication in the emails between us. He thought the show started at 7 Mountain, and I didn't get that. He responded to me, oh, yeah, I can make it. That's 9 my time. I just didn't see that part. I guess I was so busy doing whatever I was doing. So I sent him an email last night going, hey, the show starts at 6. So he might be here. He might not. It could be, it could be a 2-hour show. We got 2-hour shows going tomorrow. We're going to have the Blue Collar Heathen. I'm looking forward to having the Blue Collar Heathen on the show. And I'm also talking to another guy. Brother, man, I forgot your name. But he's all about science. He lives in Vietnam, I believe. He has some different. He's American living in Vietnam. He's got a science channel, and I'm talking about having him on the show. He's got a channel. His work seems very similar to mine. In that, yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see, Kristen. We'll see. Thank you. His work, the way he structures his videos and stuff. Kind of seems like he's taking it on the same type of level that I'm trying to take things on. So when I first saw him, I thought, man, that's cool. And then I sent him a message. I sent him a message first in one platform or another. YouTube's, the Facebooks, the Twitters. I don't know. I don't remember, right? There's so many. So I sent him something. And I didn't hear anything back. And then I got an email, and it was from him asking to be on the show. The email looks like he hasn't even seen my message. So I don't know. Maybe two ships colliding in the night. Who knows? But I'd really like to get him on the show. His work looks like fun. Herman Meta was born in Chicago. That's awesome, brother. According to Wikipedia. Yeah, I think his parents worked. Yeah. I was talking about, unless there's a conversation I didn't know about. I was talking about Armin Navabi. I thought he was Middle Eastern and moved somewhere. Now, like, he's traveling. If you're watching his blog, he's been traveling. I guess he may be home now or something. But again, I don't get to watch him any more than I get to watch anybody else. I'm so busy building my own little empire here that I hardly get the chance to enjoy the other things. The Land of Trolls. Hansen P. Hansen. Good morning. How are you doing today? Did you guys everybody have a good weekend? I guess everybody had a good weekend. Del Rey. All right, I'm just gonna have to rewatch this show afterwards, Kristen, and mark this stuff down, and try to contact him, because I love having people. Like I said, I got 2 guests tomorrow, 2 guests Wednesday. I'm willing to have, and I got the rest of the week is booked up. I need to get some guests for the following week, and I need to find me a guest host for the following week, possibly. And that may be the other guy. I don't know. We'll just have to see how that goes. Something interesting that's going on. I have been invited to the American Atheist Convention 2020 in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm powerfully excited about that. I'm going to get a table near a whole bunch of other big atheist YouTubers, and I think that's really going to be a big boost for my channel. So I'm excited. And I'm actually going to live stream from there. Now, I'm not sure, because of the time difference, I may actually do the morning show in the hotel before the convention starts every day, because I don't know what time the convention opens their doors. So I may do a live stream morning show at the hotel, and then a stream from the convention and doing the thing. So that's, with any luck, that is going to happen. But there's circumstances. Last week, I'm an IT professor. My profession is IT. And my job had been winding down over the past couple of months. I kind of fixed all their stuff, and there was nothing else to fix. So I kind of worked myself out of a job, and that ended last week. So I've got a wife, and she does the working thing, and I appreciate that, but I don't like to burden her with all of those things, especially something like this. So I thought, actually, to be honest, it was Zach Boss with the American Atheist suggested I run a GoFundMe campaign to see if I can get folks to help me pay for the hotel and the gas and eats while I'm in Arizona. So I have run a GoFundMe campaign. I don't have links because I'm a moron. Actually, as I already told you, things happened over the weekend. There was just kind of a thing. So I got to do some stuff. So I'll make sure and I add, campaign links. If you can, hook me up with a little bit, tiny bit. That'd be nice to help me shove me down the way. It's going to be interesting. It was a first time learning experience as a new activist. I'm becoming an atheist activist. And as part of that, fundraising, is my understanding, is a part of that. So, of course, there's also fundraising for me. So I'm learning. Enough about that. Money's weird. Yeah. Easter weekend, huh? I wasn't, oddly enough, I know you may be surprised here. I really don't keep up with a lot of folks' religious holidays, except the ones I like. And, that's just subjective. So I did not know that. That could be fun. So that would be the last day, though, right? The last day, I think, would be so what kind of trouble can we get into? And, there's other things, too. This is one of those kind of things where there are going to be a lot of people coming. If you're in the area and you're within range, we would encourage you. I say me and the American Atheists, the people from American Atheists and other atheists, come join us at the convention. Drive out there, get the hotel, have some fun with us. You'll meet me and you'll meet the other people who are going to be there. I got to get on the... be there with other people. That's good. That's cool. I'm going to have Davey and Marie Adhope on my show. I'm going to have Nick Fish on my show. 4 months ago, I didn't even have a show. So you got to give me a little moment here so I can, so that's wonderful. And now I've been invited to go do this thing. Also, what may possibly happen is that, I may become the state director for New Mexico of American Atheists. That may or may not happen. We're talking about it. I just mentioned it because we've talked about it. Me and the people have briefly touched on it on the show a couple times. It's happened. But if I do that, that'll limit me in certain ways about what I can say and what I can't say. So how about Bernie? Go Bernie. 3 states, right? The first 3 states. Way to go, Bernie. I'm a Bernie guy, so I can say that now, but I may not be able to say that later or something. I don't know. Anyway, so that's going to be fun. Hey, Skull Knight, good morning. This is a new one. I don't think I've ever seen that one. And I don't have my glasses on, so I'm not really seeing it now. So all those wonderful things may happen. With any luck, I will be able to make it to the convention in Phoenix this month, or next month, April 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. So that gives me a little time to work up some money. I have patrons. My patron, Paul Cammish, he is awesome. He's already tossed me $20 to my little GoFundMe campaign. And that's awesome because that's the first one I've ever done. And then, like within hours of getting it up, I had a donation. That's cool. So it's all a learning curve. And now what I need to do is I need to record me a little video going, hello, I am the amazing Super Chris, and I would like to get to Phoenix, and I don't have the dinero to get to Phoenix. Can you please donate to my fund? But I don't have that video yet. I need to make that video. But right now, all I got is my Patreon video. So if you go to my GoFundMe, or let me rephrase that. There's this whole self-help marketing thing. While you're at my GoFundMe page, take a look at that video. And that's actually my Patreon video, not my GoFundMe. I just stuck it up there because I didn't have anything else. So I need to work that up and get something. It's just one of those things that I would really like to be able to make it to the thing. They would like to have me. It's going to be fun. Just circumstances and finances. Obviously, I'm normal. I'm searching for that replacement job of the IT variety, totally. But I'm just running this because I can't guarantee on that. So we'll see. Maybe that'll happen. Enough talking about this. Let's talk about mucho dinero por favor. That's right. 666. Oh, while we're talking about this, let's check this out. I want to check out. We are close to reaching the big 666 in subscribers on the Tube of Views. We are now currently at 645. So I think what I'm going to do, that's not a big number. I'm going to drop a video today. And that usually gets me a burst. So I'm hoping that tomorrow when I come back on the show, I will be able to tell you that I now have 666 subscribers on YouTube. That's my evil plan of doom and despair. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. Why not, right? And then, of course, 700. It's just all the hundreds are going to be good marks. 700. And then we have 777. Who's going to be my pious 777th? 777th subscriber. Ta-da! So that's the way we're headed. Oh. Yes, 22 total. Yeah, that's right. I'm getting there. Yes, I see the conversation going on there. So this past weekend, again, I was focusing on the real world stuff that happened because real world, it sucks. It creates a negative pressure environment, which means it sucks. That's how I say it. And so that happened. And then, the video I had to create. Now, once I drive it, I'm dropping it. And then, of course, rushing headlong to 1,000. With any luck, I can hit 1,000 subscribers. Mid-March, maybe not. It's going to be into March, probably April, unless I get a bump from one of these having some of these people on my show, like Nick Fish or Damien Atto. Well, that'll be in March. So, well, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that'd work. I'm just reading the chat here, trying to read the chat. It's actually easier to read it over there. Let me see what's going on. Nothing. Hi. Oh, yeah. Religious crap into something, usually legislation. Hopefully, And see, that's all right. So there we go. Let's talk about that for just a minute. Let me pop this up on L's screen. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this. Wait. Oh, yes. There's a chat that's coming through. Okay. Here we go. All right. So, Junk Shop Library points out that when you introduce religious crap into something, hoping nobody notices, like an add-on to a bill. That's kind of there's a lot of that going on. If you don't know, you kind of need to pay attention to if you're an atheist and you give a damn, because there's some religious nutbags out there who are together. They have togetherness. They are uniform, and they agree that they want to push their nutbaggery on us, on our kids in school. We lost in Florida. Miss Devin worked really hard, Devin Graham down in Florida with American Atheist. She worked really hard to try to stop this moment of silence bill being pushed into the schools by this religious right group. And they just have too much money, too much organization, too much power. And they were able to go ahead and push that through. It's not a prayer yet. It's just a moment of silence, but still. But then you look to Mississippi and Louisiana. I don't remember which one of those pushed. They actually doing a prayer in school now. The Lord's Prayer, something like that. Things like this. If you're not that's what they're counting on. They're counting on that we are not looking at these things, that we're not watching. So I want my morning show to be fun and light. I don't want to tear it up with all politics all the time. That's why I'm starting to do a second hour of the show where we'll go political, and I want to keep the first part light. But man, it's important. It's so important. There's so much going on that we really need to start paying attention to, because there's a lot of craziness going on in the world. And we, as Jump Shop Library kind of mentioned, it's the hoping nobody notices. They're out there organized. They've got a group of churches pushing with a representative, lobbying and pushing money, and they've got money and bills, and they're trying to push this crap on our kids in school. That's not all. Like I said, tomorrow, the guy from Tennessee, I believe it's Tennessee, brother. I obviously not during the show, I haven't had the opportunity, but Johnny, let me bring it up here. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Yes, I am disorganized. And I got that way for free. Didn't cost me extra or nothing. Let me see here. Tomorrow we're going to have a 2-hour show. And Johnny Pike. Yes, Johnny Pike. And what's going on over there is they're pushing a bill to where people can deny you medical coverage if it's against or medical care if you are gay or lesbian or trans or for whatever reason. All they have to say is it's against their religion, and now they don't have to take care of you. They don't have to help you. What the hell? What the hell? Why would you do that? Even as a believer, why would you not give somebody medical care? That's just, that's evil is what that is. That is evil. See, that brings us back to my evil God monster of Abraham and his book of death. See, right now, I don't know if you who knows, but I'm doing the Evil God Monster of Abraham series. But there's also a second series to that called the Book of Death. And the Book of Death is a series I'm going to do that is whenever somebody in our modern world does something because of the Bible and it hurts somebody else. That's I'm gonna start doing a series called the Book of Death. This would be perfect for that. People who are willing to let other people suffer and die just because they're gay, because they don't believe the way these people believe, or whatever reason now, because it's religious, right? So whatever you chalk up to religion, and you're going to let somebody else suffer and possibly die because of that. That's a bunch of shit. There's a difference between baking somebody a cake and letting somebody die. And all right, I get the whole baking the cake thing. I have an opinion on that. If I went to a cake place and I'm like, listen, make me a cake that says I am just gay as hell and I'm going to go to hell being gay, and they said no because I'm gay, obviously we would have the same situation. Obviously, I don't know. I don't know how that, I hadn't put a lot of mental thought into that. But the question then arises in my mind, would I want them to make me a cake? Would I really want this person who doesn't want to make me a food product? Would I want them to make me a food product? Would I do that? Really? Especially, I just don't think that's wise. There's a part of my mind that says that's not a wise thing. I could see the lady back there going, all right, we'll make gay cakes in every cake, in every cake. And here's your little toenail. Take that in every cake, right? What less would you expect? But now that's different. Cakes is one thing. Dying folk is another. Whenever you start to shun dying folk because of your faith, that's just, I'm gonna have to do an article on it. You know what? They sent me an article. I am going to try this. No, I'm in the wrong account. Damn it. Maybe I'm in the wrong account. Am I in the wrong account? I'm going to sit here in the back end. I want to look around here for just a second. They sent me an article, I believe, which, let's see if that's it. Yeah. They sent me the article where the American Atheist article, where they're talking about what's going on. Kentucky. It's Kentucky. Here we are. Let's talk about these vile bastards. I know I don't cuss on stream, but sometimes, you just gotta, right? I even say that, keep it down. All right, so we're going to do this. Scumbag. Just nutbags. Kentucky. Good old Kentucky. Denial of care. Let me get this out of the way. I'm gonna do this. Roll. And I'm gonna get that off of there. Yes. Okay. So Kentucky, good old Kentuckians, Bible thumping Kentuckians. SB 90, a controversial bill that authorizes the denial of medical care based on the religious belief of insurance companies, providers, and institutions. I mean, are we really still? This is, I don't want to believe this is really going on. Is this really going on? Yeah, it didn't get any better. Okay. Yeah. So, can you believe? I mean, the I thought these were supposed to be good people. I thought these were supposed to be caring love. That's the stick, right? The Jesus folk and I'm not talking about all of them. Obviously, there are a lot of good Jesus folk out there. We're not talking about those people. I'm not against all Christians. I'm going to blow my lid right here. I'm not against all Christians. I'm against people who want to hurt other people. My buddy Mike is a Christian. We talk all the time. Mike does not sit around wanting to inflict his religion on other people. He doesn't, he's just not like that. It's not what it's supposed to be. Notice I said inflict. They're inflicting their religion on other people. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. Would that not? But all right. So Neil, I appreciate that you said that. That is wonderful. As the common American understanding of what the Hippocratic Oath is, that's wonderful. Wouldn't you think? How in the name? Well, no. So I think what the deal is it may be the representative of the religious well, here in New Mexico, I go down and I get my insurance from. I don't actually get it from them. I can get it from them, State Farm. And when you do it, State Farm, you have a State Farm representative, Bob. Okay, Bob from State Farm. It's his office. It's his deal. It's his franchise. He can probably deny you coverage because you're gay or because you're whatever, because of religious beliefs. That's what I'm guessing. I'm taking that. Now, that's just an example because insurance. I don't know how. I don't see small medical insurance companies. I don't really know how that works. But it does come down to, I guess, basically, it's more these people that I'm worried about than it is the insurance companies. Doctors, nurses. Can you imagine an EMT rolling up on a car accident and letting somebody just lay there and die? Hey, you need to get somebody else out here because this person's gay and I don't want to help. Can you see that happening? I can see that happening. That's what this allows that to happen without repercussions. There's repercussions now if that happens. I certainly hope there's repercussions now. But you guys are picking up what I'm putting down, right? You're receiving what I'm broadcasting. This is nutbaggery at its finest. And this is exactly the reason why we have to pay attention. We as a group, as us, we need to pay attention to what the hell's going on out there because these people are doing this. This is the kind of crap they're pushing into us. This isn't even talking about the in-school stuff. This is not about programming our children. Pardon me. This is about letting people suffer or not helping people because of their religious belief. I think that's just stupid. That's again evil. It's evil. I'm curious to see where it goes. What the worst these people will do. How does that? The denial of medical care in the name of religion. The American Medical Association has condemned denial of medical care in the name of religion, citing concern for vulnerable patient populations and asserting that conscious rights for physicians are not unlimited. Kentucky, you need to do something about that. You need to clean your house, bro. Something is amiss in Kentucky. I get it, right? Y'all are from the South, blue bloods and whatnot, but damn. What the hell? Letting folks suffer and die or the opportunity to do such a thing. And again, this is brings us all back to the same damn thing when we talk about, here's junk shop. That's right. Not just nutbaggery, it's actively malicious. Where have we seen actively malicious before? Looking at you, Christianity. Looking at you, Islam. Not so much Judaism now, I don't think. Judaism's not kind of like that, but the rest of them are more like that. They're more violent, more up in your grill kind of thing. I don't know about Judaism. You want to argue about Judaism, we can talk about Zionists. That's different. Zionism is not Judaism. If you don't know the difference, don't talk about it. Right? So let's not go there. Because a lot of people vilify all of them because of a few of them. And we don't need to do that. I'm not doing that here anyway. Unless we're talking about white racist people. We can vilify all those bastards we want, So it's like National Punch a Nazi Day. Loud and clear. Yeah. I can see about the medical doctors and stuff, but we've heard about such things. I appreciate that intellectuals tend to be less religious. I appreciate that. I also appreciate that doctors tend to be intellectuals, but they're not all. But you can be an intellectual and still be a religious nutbag. Forgive me, my friends who are intellectuals and religious nutbags. But it's true. I mean, just because you're smart doesn't. Intelligence and religion are not mutually exclusive. That's like being an atheist and being, everybody's like, oh, let's get the atheist vote out. I'm like, wait, some of them are conservatives. So I guess you want to get their vote out too, though. That's the part about the atheism. But still, we're going, there's conservative atheists, right? They're Trump-loving atheists out there. They're not mutually exclusive. Atheism and religion and politics. You can be an atheist in any part of that spectrum. It's just a percentage of. More than likely, you're going to be a conservative Christian kind of thing. Right. See, okay, this is a good point. I was raised in West Texas. We didn't talk a lot about Jewish people. Just kind of didn't come up. I have never met a Jewish person who's ever done me wrong. Never happened. It's never happened. Never. By that same token, I've never met a Muslim who's done me wrong. You know what I mean? So I can't really go out and vilify all of them. I don't vilify them. I vilify parts of their religion, if we want to talk about those things. But yeah, there's different things going on. If you want to talk about what's going on over in the Palestine and the Israel and stuff like that, that's more complicated than people think. Not all Israelites, or not everybody who is Jewish is, anyways, complicated. Let's not go there. Good morning, Jay. How are you doing, buddy? Well, let's see. Jay wants to know what he missed. Deconverted man is going to be on the show today, but there was confusion as to the hour. I sent him a thing saying 6 to 7. He responded back, "Oh yeah, I can make it at 7." I didn't see that. So he's probably going to show up about the time we sign off. And yeah. So if he does show up, I'll probably run a little extra stream and we'll get to know him a little bit, because I really don't know the guy. I've looked at a couple of his videos. Yeah, so I'm to be honest, I'm learning about all that. I like a little bit of a train wreck there, Jay. Sorry. And then we were also talking about this thing that's going on tomorrow. We're going to have Johnny. Damn it, Johnny, I did it again. It's a cool name too, and I just keep forgetting it. And then I'm looking in the wrong room here. Johnny. Oh, it even says down there ticking at the bottom, Johnny Pike from American Atheist. He's going to be here tomorrow talking about this Kentucky denial of care bill that's going on. Because this is exactly why, if you're not a member of American Atheist, probably you ought to be. I mean, because they've got our best interest in mind. American Atheist, Freedom from Religion Foundation. I ain't even talked to FFRF yet. They might want to come on the show too. There's other ones, American Humanist Society. I mean, but these guys are the ones who are kind of protecting us from this particular thing at the time. Being religious does not equal stupid or crazy. That's true. It's yeah. So that's true. We just often we're on this where there's this verbal battle, or this ideological battle going on between us, and we often paint the other side with a very broad brush. Let me put this up so folks know what we're talking about. Used a lot on the ACA shows. Reminder: being religious does not equal stupid or crazy. Right. That's right. So they're not all. I mean, just because one is, or some are, or we think they are, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like a war of ideologies, and we paint them all with the same brush. They do the same things to us. That doesn't make it right. I mean, but not all do. Some Christians are out there going, not all atheists are bad, but you really got to educate them on that because of the culture and the mindset and all that. But yeah, not all I mean, that's exactly the kind of mindset that gets problems happening, is thinking that they're all that way. We know that they're not, and I try not to be that way. I do call them nutbags, but if you followed my show, you know who I'm talking about when I'm talking about a nutbag. If they're out there trying to kill their kid with religion because they don't want to give them their medicine, that's a nutbag. If they're out there trying to get other people to kill their kids by not giving them medicine because they want to believe in faith, that's a nutbag. If they're out there trying to force their religion on our kids in schools, that's a nutbag. You know what I mean? People who are just worshiping and loving and trying to get by as best they can, they're just normal people. I have no problem with faith. I have problems, or those things. I have problems when they use it to hurt other people or themselves out of ignorance. So if I've seemed otherwise, let me know, because I try to be pretty plain about that. I'm not against religion. I'm against, hey, Urbish. I'm not against Urbish. I don't think, am I? Urbish? I haven't been. We haven't played chess or anything. So alias fake name is here. We had other people showing up. So yeah, my guest may show up here in just a few minutes for the 7 o'clock hour of the show. And if he does, we might have a little bit of show. We got some folk here. There's 20 some odd people here watching. So yeah, I'm not afraid. I'm running out of things to talk about. So now it's just dance, monkey, dance. Yeah, well, I don't know. I say I'm running out of things to talk about. Now I look over to the left of my screen and I see this obscenity. This is just wrong. This is wrong. This is not funny. This is not, well, all right, I can make things funny, but that's not right. It's not right. These people need to be, but laughing at them will be one of the first, that's the first spear tip, is to laugh at them, right? That's not the way Chris Hitchens put it, but you know what I'm talking about. Those of you who are familiar with the notion. Yeah, this needs some exposure, and we need to stop this. And that's again, if you're not part of the American Atheist, go join the American Atheist. There's again, we're having a convention. I'm not even a member yet. We're just because we're the way things are, we're talking and we're just figuring out stuff. But we are having a convention in 2020 in Phoenix in April. Go be there or be square. Because it's because of things like this. This is what these people are trying to protect us from. And then last week I had Ron Miller with the Center for Free Thought Equality. If you're not a member there, go to cfequality.org and join. It's free, and they will send you out these alerts letting you know whenever there's something kind of like this going on. So they're another group that does this, and they're the, oh man, he gave me a word for it. There's a word for it. They're the advocate arm of the American Humanist Society. So they're like the legal people who watch the laws and stuff like this. So, and they can use support. If you go there and you subscribe to them, that's fine. It's free. They'll send you letters, emails, and let you know what's going on. If you can donate, that's always wonderful too. So they're great. It's just that look at this stuff going on. This is Kentucky. We've just lost in Florida because we're not unified. We don't have enough people swimming in the right direction. We don't have enough money. And money is a matter of numbers. If we had more numbers, more people, we would have more money. So as an atheist movement, again, one of the things that I think is, I want to say is a bad thing is that we've got this group and this group and this group and this group and this group, and somebody will come along that I want to be a boss. Oh wait, that group already has a boss. Let me start a new group, and then they go start a new group that essentially does the same thing. And then they don't have their ducks in the row. They don't have combined money. They don't have organization. They don't have communication, and we see a lot of that in the atheist community. Is this group talking to this group? Not vilifying any groups. Probably just not enough as they need to. Part of the reason is money, people. And the technology is new, so some of them don't even know how to use that. So anything we can do, we can gather and we can get together. But on the other side, we've got the religious groups. They used to slaughter each other. I mean, we've never had that problem on the left or on the as atheists going around slaughtering each other for atheism. But these people used to kill each other, and now they swim in a group. They're swimming in the right direction. They may even disagree while they're in that group. But when it comes to pushing these laws and this kind of nutbaggery on us, they swim in together. They funnel their money together, and we need to be doing more of that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying going out and being ugly and doing all those things. I'm saying we need to organize, unify. And another thing that would really help us is using the technologies that are at our disposal. So that's my plan. I'm going to start helping the American Atheist, even if I have to run a second stream, just because I like having a light, fun morning show. I don't want it to be eat up with all this stuff all the time. There's lots of hours in the day. If I had ran an evening stream specifically for the American Atheist, and we talked about these kind of things, tried to have a little fun, but tried to keep things up. I think that would be better than just having my morning show go completely towards that way. I don't want to be a political talk show, or at least I don't want my morning show to be a political talk show. I want us to laugh and have fun in the morning so people listening at work can laugh and have fun in the morning. That's my plan. But politics is very important, very important. Look at what these people are doing. This is why it's important. And this is also, again, why we need to support those people. So I right now, in my new links down below, you will find links already to the American Atheist, the Freedom from Religion Foundation, the American Humanist Society, the Center for Free Thought Equality. Those links are already there, and they will be permanently there in all of my videos going forward. So if you feel free to go down there and click, go join them, support them, tell them the amazing Super Chris sent you. I don't know how you do that, or if you can't do that. I'm just saying to tell them. Let's see. My lack of belief is greater than your lack of belief. I don't know. I wouldn't want to arm wrestle you over that one. Let me pop this up here. Good morning, Brother John. How you doing? Brother John. It jumped. Yes. His lack of belief is greater than, see, we're going to have a lack of belief piss off here. Good morning, Daily Atheist. What do you be a member of an organization that lacks belief? Well, I don't know. Common sense. A desire to protect yourself from those organizations that have belief. Because, you just got here, Brother John. Since you just got here, let me enlighten you upon the reason why you would want to. Because right here, we have a bill they're trying to shove through in Kentucky that will deny medical care to people because of your religious beliefs. See, these people want to make it to where if you're a nurse, a doctor, an insurance company, something like that, a care provider, you can tell somebody, no, you will not help them because they don't fit your idea of what a lifestyle is. That's wrong. And that's why atheist people who don't believe, need to come together to protect ourselves from the people who do. We've got thousands of years of history. I'm not kidding. Thousands of years of history of religious people, the peaceful, loving, merciful ones, murdering each other, burning people like us at the stake. There's damn good reason why we would want to join an organization. Yes, my lack of belief is stronger than your lack of belief, and I'm willing to fight you over it. Pinochle. And that's the difference. So let me just eyeball here and see what's going on. They should be required to describe all the roughly 5 billion God concepts on the car. And then the cars would be the solid color. Hey, it's not a bad idea. I think, if I'm understanding it. Hey, yeah. Where did I saw Native Atheist. Good morning, Native Atheist. I see some new faces. I've seen you before. Where it had "In God We Trust" on the police cars. That's right. That's a thing. That's usually locally on the sheriff level or the local, obviously it's not a state thing. But yeah, sometimes they'll push that. They will try to push that. And if they can get it, they will. I think actually I think there might have been a city or something that actually pushed that. So again, these are exactly the reasons why we need to be involved with the groups like American Atheist. And right now, as I've mentioned, I'm going to be going to the American Atheist Convention with any luck, if I can get my coin up. I'm going to be going to the American Atheist Convention, doing live broadcasts from there in April, and I'll probably join them. I'm on the fence about joining and becoming a state director, because if I become a state director, there's certain things I cannot do, or at least I can do them, but I have to, every time I do it, I go, not speaking as American Atheist state director, just personally. I have to kind of do, that has to be this constant. So I don't know. I may be the state director. It'll give me some, whenever I go to Freedom from Religion Foundation and try to build that bridge between American Atheist and them here in this state, it'll give me more credence. It'll give me more weight when I walk in the room. I'm Chris with the American state director of the New Mexico. If I can get that to happen, so I don't know. It's tough. We'll see what happens as we go forward. Organize it, and that's exactly right. Organization starts with communication. We need to communicate. Truth. Hashtag truth. TROOF. Hashtag truth. So, and that's one of the things that gets me riled up, is that we're sitting here doing these things. Won't pass. goes against the First Amendment. Well, I don't know. We say they won't pass, but we would be surprised. It really depends on how leveraged the state government is in the religious right. Am I wrong? I mean, it's just our Constitution is not a blanket protection. It can be, obviously, as we've learned over these past 4 years, shat upon without repercussions. Apparently, you can just go, you know what, I didn't do it. And you're done. That's it. Because you've paid off all the conservative. I don't want to go there. I don't want to know where I want to take my morning show. I don't want to go off on these religious nutbags. There you go. Canadian GoFundMe. Help us start our own atheist profit. There you go. Nonprofit. Canada could use some of that. I don't know. I don't think Canada quite has the saturation of evangelicals that America has. Sort of like nowhere else is there such a thing. So just think this religious stuff out of existence. I wish, man. I tell you, that would be awesome. Famously disorganized, working on fixing that. Can't have people knowing. I see. Yeah, see, I worry about that. There's just a notion, just like you say there, Brother John, it's ridiculous. It won't pass. Let's not pay attention to that. Right? No worries. Just go on. And that's what Junk Shop Library was talking about earlier. That's what they want. They want people to not pay attention. It's silly. It's ridiculous. It'll never work. Whenever Trump mocked a reporter with a disability, he'll never get in office. Just won't happen. When Trump was in the middle of the election, during the closing of election, and it came out that he had sex with a porn star months after his son was born, and he paid her $180,000 out of campaign funds, he'll never get elected. So there's that. Yeah. So just because, right? Guild of Reason, I appreciate the humor in that one. I'm not going to put it up there. I don't. Yeah, I can't. Kentucky, you need to clean your house. You need to clean your house. Yeah, you ain't right. You need to clean your house. This is bad. But yeah, I don't want to go. I'm trying. Let's see. Prophet of Zod. There you go. There's a lot of good things out there that they can do. They could be doing. There's a lot of things they could be doing with this money that could be good. They could be helping poor people. They could be feeding hungry people. Why do they spend all their money lobbying bills to hurt people? In case you're new to this show, let's look at the bill we're talking about. SB 90, religious nutbags in Kentucky are trying to pass it to where if you can deny medical care based on somebody's religious beliefs. Or lifestyle based on your religious beliefs. I mean, that's just dumb. That's why we're going to have Johnny Pike on the show tomorrow. I didn't even have to look that time. I just had to sit and think. Johnny Pike, I believe he is with American Atheist from Kentucky. I said Tennessee earlier. I meant Kentucky. I was testing you. You passed. And he's going to be on the show, and we're going to be talking about this nutbaggery going on in Kentucky. So, and again, it's just like that. Here in my state, we don't have a state representative. There's just gaps. There's things where people are missing, and we need to be there. So if you're in a state that doesn't have an assistant director and you're passionate, get with American Atheist and join us. Do the thing. Freedom from Religion Foundation, American Humanist Society, any of those people, give your time if you got it, because these people are giving their time. They're working very hard. I'm just going to put this even bigger on here. They're working hard, and they're not the only ones. There's a lot of them who are working hard to push this kind of crap on us. If it's not this kind of crap, it's the pushing their anti-trans in the bathroom bullshit. If it's not that, it's them pushing their prayers on our kids in school. If it's not that, it just goes on and on and on. And that's why we need to be a part of this. I got on my soapbox this morning about participating. Participate. Local. You know, one of the things they talk about, oh man, they talk about this kind of a lot. And it just kind of, because of where I'm at and what I'm doing, it always just kind of blows by me. I'm always thinking on a bigger level, but it's the grassroots where they need help. They need help on that lower grassroots level, closer to the ground, if you know what I mean. And so if you can do any of those things, please join those things. Okay, enough of that. I'm going to get that off my screen because that's just going to make me mad. We'll have plenty of that tomorrow, and I'll be mad about it because, yeah. Okay, all right, so let's see here. Brother John, thank you, Brother John, for that. I'm going to pop this up. It say, Kentucky and Tennessee, only 2 states left with state-funded schools teaching biblical creationism. See, not surprised, not as surprised at all. Let's see. I could have swore, though, let's see. It was the Lord's Prayer in school. So, because I could have swore one of our states recently passed something doing the Lord's Prayer or something on that. I'll have to look that up off the show or if one of you guys, anybody heard of that? World Pantheist Organization. All right, now I get it. Nutbaggery, no relation. I get it. I mean, that's wonderful. All right, so Brother John says, sorry, can't join. I'm already part of the World Pantheist Organization. That's not an excuse, Brother John. It's not. You can be a member of the American Humanist Society. You can be a member of the Freedom from Religion Society. You can be a member of the American Secular Society. Secular people also have religious people because it's about secularism is about church and state separation. You can believe in that and still be a Christian. One of the deals is right now, it's just because of obviously, anybody watching the show, I became jobless. I worked myself out of a job recently. So it's not like I'm going to go throw money around anywhere I don't have to. When things get back on their feet, I'll be joining all these groups and doing the thing. Absolutely. Because that's what we do. Of course, some of them don't even cost money. Go to the ones that don't cost money and give your time and stuff like that. It's all important. But again, the point being, just because you're part of one doesn't mean you can't be part of another one. They do different things. American Humanist Society does different things they're kind of similar. Sometimes they kind of cross over, but really, it's a good cause. Blame MathPig. MathPig is here. I'm guessing my guest just didn't show up at all. Deconverted man, where are you? Hey MathPig, guess what? Let me tell you this story, buddy. I was sitting there one day alone and scared because my guest didn't show up. Yeah. It's bad enough when I thought I screwed up. Anyway, it happens. It happens to all of us without knowing the whys, the whether twos, why fours. I can't really speak as to why he didn't show up. Confusion, forgot. You never know. Forgot to set himself on alert. Good morning again, though, Matthew. Thank you for joining me, brother. It's are you late? Are you late? Are you late? You can believe that you can believe it that secular. Let me read this. I don't see why secular humanism is about secular being the separation of church and state. Humanism, I guess, is about being nice to people and taking care of them and still be a Christian. To be honest, they're really not mutually exclusive. The problem is that the evangelical way of thinking about it does make them mutually exclusive. Oh yeah, they're secular until, oh wait, let's push that Bible study on our kids in school. No. We're secular. But wait. I want the football team to be able to pray under the goal before the game. Boy, we're secular. Or, we're humanists. We're Christians and we're humanists. We love everybody. Wait, no. Don't heal that person. He's gay. No. I can't heal him. He's gay. Yeah, they're humanist. Anyway, just because you're a Christian does not mean you can't be a secular humanist. It doesn't mean that. It's just more like what I was actually referring to is there are multiple atheist groups and you can be a member of more than one. There are secular groups that are not atheist groups, but you can be a member of an atheist group and a secular group. They kind of all need our help. That's kind of where I was going with that. If I wasn't plain, I probably wasn't. But yeah, MathPig. I have Deconverted Man tomorrow. Will he turn up? I don't know. The amazing Deconverted Man. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I started to take my glasses off. I was going to in my typical take my glasses off so I can bitch mode. Okay, so here's this. All right, so I want to say this without necessarily offending anybody. Okay? But I may not be able to do that. I might be offending some people when I say this. I don't mean to, brothers and sisters. I don't mean to. But I just started the morning show a few months ago. And when you start something like that, you're eager to get anybody on the show you can get. I really, really like the idea of helping fellow content creators and have been wanting to get them on the show. But I'm beginning to believe I need to become more discerning in who I have on the show. Some people are less serious about it than others. Some people are very serious about it, and I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I need to vet people. I'm going to start vetting people I'm going to have on the show. Is what I'm saying. No offense to anybody, and this is not directly related to Deconverted Man. I'm just saying I need to start doing that as I go forward. I need to start being a little more discerning as to, but really what I want to do is I want those people who are content creators, who are atheist content creators specifically, right, to come on my show and help grow their channel and help grow my channel, and we can talk and laugh and look at those religious people. We can do that together. That's what I want, but in some areas it's been less than successful. Some people come on and they're just wonderful. We have a great show. I'm actually, to be honest, I'll tell you, I'm looking for a permanent co-host, really, and I have been for a while. I want a permanent co-host, but I want somebody who's funny, who's going to be here, who's regular and dependable, and who's funny, so we can have a morning show, so we can do things that are cool and funny. And that's what I want. That's what I want. So that's what I'm working for. I'm holding my. I haven't really said a lot. I've just kind of been bringing people through, a host at a time. I've met some wonderful hosts that I would love to have different kinds of shows with because their personalities works with those shows. Atheist Pastor is a wonderful, wonderful political person. He's really good at interviewing. He does his research and asks questions and knows stuff about the topic. And I don't. He does a really good job of that. I would love to have him on a PM, 7:00 at night, political talk show. He and I even talked about it. I was going to call it, from the outside in, and we would have people from foreign countries come on and talk about American politics and how they see it and stuff like that. It was kind of a shtick. That kind of fell through, it just kind of, so these are the things, but he's a great personality. He'd be great for that. Other people I've had on the show, some of them would be really great to have, once off on the show. Some people are never coming back ever. It's just not going to happen. Not on my show. But that's just, that's not entirely true. I mean, some people put effort and some people don't. And my purpose is really, I want to find those people who are doing the thing and they want to make it work. If they're not trying, they're not trying. I can't help them. Let me read some of these, get some of the hate out of the comments here. Have it lead by a representative of the School of Religious. Yeah, that's exactly right. See, that's exactly right. They should not be doing those sorts of things. And they can pray under the goalpost. That's fine. Absolutely. They can't have the team captain go and pray. They can't, if there's a kid on the bench who doesn't want to participate, he gets to play just as much as those kids. That's the problem, though. The team captain gets over there and he's running the prayer, and all their buddies come along, and all the ones that are in their clique get to play, and he throws the ball to them because the little atheist kid or the little Muslim kid doesn't want to pray with them. You know what I mean? I mean, it's tribalism at its finest. But we don't have to let it happen in our schools. That's kind of where I'm going. Those kinds of things. And another thing, I don't know. There's just, I'm going to have to, as far as back to my show and the guests I'm going to have on the show, we're going to have some awesome guests over the next few days. I just need to be more discerning about who I have on the show. It's kind of what I'm going to say. Tomorrow, again, we're going to have Blue Collar Heathen. I'm really looking. I think I said that wrong. Right. Blue Collar Heathen. I'm going to have him on the show for the first hour of the show, and the second hour of the show, it's kind of tentative. We're looking to have Johnny Pike on the show. If Johnny Pike can't be on the show for the second half, he never really confirmed. He said he was going to try to make it, and he'll let me know, and I'll get with him today. If he can't, we're still going to talk about this stuff tomorrow anyway, because it's worth talking about. It's just worth talking about. Wednesday, we're going to have Wednesday, we're going to have Nick Fish, the president of American Atheist. I've been told not to make too many fishing jokes. What's that smell? Ha! Anyway, so Nick Fish was going to be on the show, and then I stupidly made a joke. No, Nick Fish is going to be on the show tomorrow. He's with American Atheist. He's going to be talking about us, probably about some of this bill that we've got going on. We're talking about, and he's also probably going to be talking about the American Atheist Convention 2020 coming up in Phoenix. So again, I've got a little bit of a GoFundMe. If you got a little bit of coin, $10 that you can throw to the amazing Super Chris to help me get with gas and hotel and stuff. Because lost my job last week. I say I lost. I worked myself out of a job last week. You know the story. If you can't do the thing at the place for the guy, that's fine. I appreciate it. But Nick Fish next week. So Nick Fish, Damian Marie Anhope is going to be on the show next Monday. Yeah, I know. I'm excited. Damian Marie. He's been around. This guy's been around, right? He's been there. And then with any luck, and I haven't confirmed it yet again, I'm going to try. I don't want to tout it too much, but with any luck, Miss Marie Delafont will be joining us as a guest host next week. So that would be wonderful. Right on. Hello, Deconverted man. We were just winding down this shit. Good morning.
I don't know what I'm doing, apparently.
Yes. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. We were just talking about how I need to be more discerning about the guests on my show. Excuse me. Hello. So I don't know. Did you read the email? You got the email?
Yeah. I on my thing, I had it at 9 p.m. So yeah, there was. I was like, it reminds me. My brother and I were supposed to pick up my mom at the airport at 10, and we went there, and it's like, where's the flight? Where's the flight? And I'm like, wait a minute. What if it was 10 at night, not in the morning? And so we were like, oh no. And it was. And so, it was like the airport's like a couple hours away. So we spent the whole day, just messing around waiting for this.
Gotcha. So this is a recurring theme.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's not, look, but, also time zones. And,
I know, right? And I'm in a weird time zone. I'm in a mountain time zone.
Yeah.
I guess the U.S. is always 7 Central.
I'm Eastern, so I was like, "Oh, wait, what's that?" And yeah, sure.
So that's
I'm here. I woke up, so it's all good. I mean,
that's all right. Well, I just want to mention, brother, that even if you were supposed to be here at the 7 o'clock hour, you're freaking a quarter hour late. I was telling him, I was thinking, well, he might show up about 10 or 15 minutes before 7.
7 Mountain is what?
Yeah. It's 9:13 your time.
Yeah. It's 7 Mountain is 9 Eastern. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So
that's true.
But I did have it on at PM instead of AM. So I don't know.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So I was like, so. The show starts at 7. Yeah, it's all. Look, I'm here. Okay, what are you
gotta give me a minute?
That's just, sorry. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy.
That's funny. So,
I'm going back to bed. This week has been bad, man.
Yeah, I did.
It all started when I opened my mouth the day before yesterday, and. Yeah. I knew I shouldn't have opened my mouth, and all this stuff came out, and whatever.
Well, you didn't hear it, but I was distracted over the weekend. Normally, I prefer to give a little bit more. I'll build the show in the StreamYard, and I'll send that link. I try to be earlier about it, but I get slacking. And yesterday, I was like, you know what? I need to build out that show. And as I was looking up your bio information, that's when I saw you misread the time. I was like, rut-row. So I was hoping you've got me email and all that. So anyway, here we are. We'll have to do it in. Yeah. I've got my next couple of weeks are kind of full, but we'll fit you in somewhere. We'll figure out something and see. We'll see what's going on. I ain't scared. Maybe. All right. So let me just see. There was a running conversation we were having about show guests before you got here.
Yeah.
And that's why I was still part of the thing is I'm making a joke to the people who were here beforehand. And so that's kind of it.
right.
Time zones suck. Yep. All right, guys. DM, you want to catch me next time? We'll do the thing next time. I appreciate you for showing up. I mean, hey, sorry.
So I needed to be here, 2 hours earlier then?
8 o'clock your time would be the time.
Oh, okay.
Yes, 8 o'clock, which is almost 9:15 now, right? Or it is 9:15.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I winged it like a pro, dude. I was all by myself.
Yeah,
I was surrounded.
Just pretended that I was there. Yeah, it's probably more entertaining that way.
Well, I tell people who come on the show, I'm like, listen, if we have a tech problem or if you cuss or something or whatever, just play it off. Just like there was one day there was this lady, she was gonna be like, she was on her way, but she was gonna be late, and I was just gonna start the show but she actually showed up right on time, so I couldn't play it off. I was just gonna play it off. Just play it off. We can get all, oh my God, our guest hasn't shown up. What do we do? What do we do? I'm sorry, our guest hasn't shown up. Click. No. Let's have fun. I'll tease you in your absence.
Yeah.
That's what you get. That's the price you pay.
Well, it is called the damn show, so
it is. I
expect to be damned. So yeah, sorry.
Yeah, close enough. Down with time zones. Me too, right? There should be. Well, they got I'm -7 GMT, and if you thought Mountain Time confused him, let me throw the -7 GMT.
Yeah.
Right?
There's the way the time zones are. There's this map, and you could go over one and then come back, and you'll be before you left. It's just like,
yeah. And just imagine the normal ones are hard.
Yeah.
One of the things about the morning show is that we go off at 6 o'clock Mountain Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, but it's 5 o'clock in the morning for the people on the West Coast. So oftentimes they'll be like, "Oh man, I'd love to make the show, but I don't get up that early." There's 2 5 o'clocks. So, all right, everybody, thank you for showing up.
Goodbye, everybody. It's great to be here.
Great to be here. Love you. Bye. Okay, everybody. Well, there's Deconverted, man. It's fashionably late.
Subscribe to do it like way later than I was here, so then that will make up for it somehow. I don't know.
Right, there you go. All right, everybody, thank you very much. And I did put links to some of his nutbaggery down in my description. So if you want to go check out his YouTube channel and all those things, go. If you're kind of crazy, subscribe to his stuff. Absolutely, give him a look. I watched a little bit of your stuff, man, but I was telling people I had an event over the weekend that kind of had me busy. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for showing up. Thank all my peeps in the chat for showing up. Neil, man, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great week, and we'll see you tomorrow.